What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be exploring this abandoned 1800s Victorian house. So this place has been abandoned for quite a while now, and just recently they started clearing all the trees off of the property. The house was just boarded up maybe a month ago. Not very well, but yeah, pretty nice sky today. Beautiful old house. So take a quick walk around the outside. Got plastic over every single window. There's the side of the house. Very nice brickwork. I like the yellow brick with the red brick coining. Looks very nice. There are some outbuildings. This one has a boat in it. The other ones are pretty well empty. So I guess I'll show you guys the boat quick, and then we'll make our way into the house. I've had my eye on this house for a while, and I've just never done it. And now it looks like it's about to be demolished. So yeah, here's the boat. Latest acquisition, that's funny. But yeah, big boat. Sure, this would have been nice at some point. And then this is super cool here. This is like the coolest thing in the outbuildings. So I think this is a grain thresher, manufactured by A.T. Farrell and something. I can't really read it. I'm below the wheel there, but you guys probably can. So pretty cool. This number 29D, and I see here it says that it was patented in 1870. Patent expires 1890 or something. So yeah, this is very, very old, from the late 1800s, which is amazing. Pretty cool machine. This should probably be in like a farm implement museum, but unfortunately it's probably going to be demolished with the house and the outbuildings. This is not redevelopment. This is just in the middle of nowhere on a pretty main highway. But yeah, I think that's about it for out here. So let's get inside the house and check this place out. All right, guys, so we just made our way inside one of several front doors on this house. So we got a pretty big Victorian era farmhouse to be checking out. As you guys saw outside, really nice brick home. And it's really too bad seeing this place in this state. So I'll tell you a little bit about what I know about this place as we explore it. So right away, I like the trim in the door here. That is original, although it's all painted, but that's kind of to be expected on an older house like this. Usually stuff gets painted. Nice old trim around the windows. And this window's broken. It's just covered by plastic and duct tape. So much stuff left in here. So this place was lived in, I think, I don't know, like 10 years ago, something like that. And look at the amount of needles here. All these biohazard containers and tons of needles. So I don't know if the person here was diabetic or if they just did drugs. Like, I have no idea, but all throughout this house there's needles everywhere, so we got to be careful where we're stepping. Some of this place is boarded up, so they were ordered to board this house up by the city, but they did a terrible job. Like, they didn't even do this window. They did like halfway over doors. Like, it's pointless. Seems like they're not really willing to comply, because this place was condemned by the city over a year ago. They said that this was an unsafe building for multiple reasons. One being the electrical work is not to code. As you can see, we have extension cords hanging out of the ceiling and wires and plumbing all outside of the walls. Another thing was they added some basement windows and HVAC that was not to code. They just put a hole right through the basement wall, which obviously you can't do. And there was multiple other things on the list. So they ordered this house to be demolished within 6 months or fix the issues. And that was over a year ago. The house is still here. It has not been demolished. This place is technically supposed to be gone over 6 months ago. But obviously the owners did not comply with that. So that's good. We get to explore it. Here's the kitchen. So yeah, I assume what happens is the owners don't want to pay the demolition bill. They don't want to demolish it. And it's just sitting here, probably having a dispute with the city. Very like 90s kitchen. Tons of stuff left behind in here. So the initial reason this was abandoned, I don't know of. But it started to fall into disrepair. You have these doors that go onto a side porch. There's the notice on the door. Order to permit unsafe building. That's what it says. This place has pretty much been condemned. Nobody can live in this house. It either needs to be fixed or demolished. Yeah, they just put plywood over it, like halfway over stuff. It's barely even nailed. You can see the tops falling off. Like, they were ordered to board the house up because it's unsafe, but they just did bought the cheapest, thinnest plywood they could, and didn't even cover everything. So they'll probably get fined again. What's back here? That's where we came in. They just put the plywood over half of the door. I've never seen a place boarded up so badly. Like, it's just because the city ordered them to and they didn't want to spend the money on doing it properly. There's a whole bunch of like wiring harnesses and stuff for a car. So yeah, this is a farmhouse. I think the fields are still farmed. I think another farm owns this nearby. Bunch more stuff here. All I need to know about life I learned from a cow. If you guys want to read it, you can pause. I think it's just kind of a funny joke, but kind of cool. All the old trim throughout here, we can see it was very nice before they painted it. It had that kind of varnish on it. It's too bad. Happens a lot with these old homes. People just do crappy repairs. Like, what is this? They took the original hinge off. They put a new one here. It didn't even line it up. Like, there's no way that door is going to close. Very modern vanity. Wow, this is trash. There's needles everywhere. Just scattered. Bathtub there. Walls ripped apart. I'm surprised the copper's not stolen. Yeah, it's cool here where we can see as the paint peels off all of the original wood and varnish. I don't understand why people paint wood. I think it looks the best, like the original stuff, but I don't know, it is what it is. This window's boarded up from the inside. And a lot of the lath and plaster here is stripped, so maybe they were going to do some kind of renovation. Not really sure. Bunch of little mini Stanley cups there. What else do we have? have? There's a Visa debit card there in a wallet. Like, they left so much behind, almost everything. More drugs and needles and whatever else. Very nice original baseboards. Like, this would have been a beautiful home back in the day. Like, pretty high-end Victorian home. It's sad to see it in this state. This, oh, because the door didn't shut, they used this curtain as a door. There's the basement. We'll go down there last. So this wall right here, this wall shouldn't be here. They added this wall. There's a really nice banister here. We'll be able to see it from the other side, but they completely covered it. Just a lot of really crappy renovations in here. More original trim and doors. So we'll head into this room. Not sure what this room was. Got a closet with all the clothes still in it. Needles scattered around the floor. It's bones? Huh. Yeah, this was probably like a girl's room. Yeah, there's needles everywhere. I've never seen so many just thrown all around. Yeah, they really liked putting this insulation plastic on everything. Every window, you can't see out of the house. You can't. Like, the ceiling's covered. Okay, so I think that's about it for the main floor. So here's, I think this is actually the main front door right here. You have that nice transom window, the side windows. Looks like the original glass as well. Another door leaning against the front door, and then all this closed. So the front door was their closet, I guess. And then you have this really nice banister here, but they blocked it off with this wall. No idea why they did that, because it's not like there's a door here. They just walled it off. Yeah, that's really nice. It's too bad, because this place will for sure be demolished. This definitely could be fixed up and made very nice again. Like, look at the spindles, the staircase. And this all would have been open at one point too. You know, without the drop ceiling and stuff, like, this would have been a very nice house. Ah, that's nice. The banister kind of curves there at the end. Look at that. We got more of the boxes here for the needles. Oh, there's needles all over the floor. So I'm probably not going to walk in this room, but it is a bathroom. You have the turquoise sink and bathtub. Toilet is white, so it doesn't really match. There's like hundreds of needles here. Cobwebs. Careful where we're walking, because I know there's a lot of them don't have the caps on them too. Ooh, that's cool. Look at that old wallpaper up there. Oh yeah, needles there without the cap. So this is probably the master bedroom. It's the biggest. There's that nice pointed arched window. Although there isn't even glass or anything, it's just covered with sheets and plastic all duct taped in there. Yeah, so here's some of this electrical work that's not to code. Like, none of this is. It's taped to the wall. There's extra wire just coiled up above the door. to a light here. The light is fastened. They didn't have washers. They used deck screws and a piece of wire. This is the worst electrical work I've ever seen in my life. Like, what is that? Yeah, I could see why this is condemned. The ground wire they didn't use. The ground wire is just there against the drywall. They had no idea what they were doing. There's a plug just sitting there. None of this is grounded. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I've never seen electrical work that bad before. Just tons of clothes, stuff everywhere. Mattress. Like, I don't know if they were living in it like this or if this has just been ransacked by people. I have no idea. But I don't know, it kind of looks like they lived in it, at least similar to this condition. Oh, wow. Whole containers of needles. They're everywhere. All right, let's see what else we got up here. There's some more old wallpaper as the paint peels off. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine what this place would have looked like back in the day. It would have been so nice because there's so many nice features here. Like all this trim around the windows, all original. You can see they've just cleared the whole property, like all the trees have been cut down and stuff. So I think this is probably nearing its demolition. It did say that they must apply for a demolition permit if they do not fix all of the code violations in the house, which it wouldn't make sense, right? Like if they're not living here. But this should definitely be restored. Wood ceiling, or fake wood. Huh. It's like beadboard. You have one of those toilets or whatever, so probably an elderly person. This is nice, guys. Look at that. So many nice features in here. Although all the hardware on the doors has been swapped out with more modern stuff. But just these doors, very nice. What do we have here? Oh, an upstairs kitchen. So was this its own apartment? I don't know. I don't think so because there's needles everywhere. Oven and a couple mini fridges here. See at the back, this house is just being taken over by vines all the way up here. They did have plastic on these windows, so you would not be able to see out of this house anywhere because every single window had this plastic. It's just peeled off. And what's weird is so many of the windows are smashed, like gone. It's just the storm windows. So was this abandoned before and then they like lived here again? Like, I don't know. It's just, how would that many windows be broken? We got another bedroom here. Lath and plaster has been stripped off. Yeah, again, here the storm window's completely shattered. There's like no vandalism here though, which is, I'm surprised because this is on a very busy highway and it's very obviously abandoned now with the plywood. So I'm surprised. This probably will get trashed. Depends how long it sits. Could be demolished next week. It could sit for 20 years. Kind of depends. Because they might be allowed to keep the house if they say, oh, it's not occupied and they board it up, right? I don't know. Okay, so I think we've seen everything up here. So we'll go check out the basement. Yeah, it's just 3 bedrooms up here, or 4. So I'll head down to the basement. Nice baseboards and stuff there too. So I have not even been to the basement yet. So I have no idea what's down here. Stairs look kind of sketchy, but they feel solid, so I think we'll be okay. It's not flooded, which is good. Bottom, oh, that step's not sturdy. Bottom one, oh wow, it's moving a bit. Huh. So we'll see what they're trying to figure out what they're talking about with the basement windows or whatever, like the plumbing. Oh, and the oil tank is leaking. This was on the notice too. It's just pouring oil out. So this is like an environmental nightmare right here, guys. That's all oil soaking into the ground. It said that on the paper on the door that a lot of the property is already contaminated because this is just all leaching it right into the ground. So if and when this house is demolished, there's so much soil it's gonna have to be removed from here. Because the company I work for like does stuff like this, like removing oil tanks and whatnot. So a lot of the soil would have to be removed under here. It's because it's all gonna be contaminated. So who knows how much is still in this tank that could leak out. Sometimes you can tap on it and see. Like that sounds fairly empty, but there could still be, 8 inches of oil in there. You never know. Hand shot beam. So this was probably built around maybe the 1880s, 1890s. So HVAC apparently, or something went through like the foundation. Oh, right there. That's probably what they were talking about. Yeah. Oh, this is wide open too. I guess we could have came in here. Yeah. Oh, the foundation wall collapsed there. I think they also mentioned that. So yeah, there's so many reasons this would be condemned. I don't know why an inspection was performed on this, because like why would they do an inspection on an abandoned house? I don't know. But yeah, I think we've seen just about everything, guys. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think this place should be demolished or should they restore it? I think this should be restored. It's a very nice house, or would have been. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching.